I challenged my husband to see who could build a multicam video setup faster in our studio. And of course, Tech Bro laughed at me because I have never put one together before. What the hell? But the joke is on him, because while he will build a multicam with all of his expensive and complicated gadgets, I'll be building mine with these tiny robots, the OBSBOT Tiny 3 webcams, and these 2 wireless microphones. We'll have a timer running and watch each other through our security camera, so there's no cheating. I don't cheat. I never cheat. Whoever finishes faster putting together a workable, ready to record, good quality multicam setup wins.
I'm ready.
2, 1.
Okay, and we're off.
For both of our setups, we're using the same backdrop and lighting. For the lights, we're using 2 Neewer BR13s and 1 Amaran 300C with a lantern softbox.
For my setup, I'm using 2 of the classic Shure SM7B mics and plugging them into the RØDECaster Video Core. And for the cameras, I'm using 2 Sony A7 IIIs with G-Master 50mm lenses, and for the wide shot, a Sony A7 IV with a G-Master 20mm lens.
Oh, and if you want the link to all of the equipment that I use in my pro setup, just comment Team Steven and I'll send you that link.
You know, it's really not fair that this computer's not plugged in yet. That should have already been plugged in.
Mira, that's very impressive, all the stuff that you have going on there. You're a YouTube dude.
I'm a dude.
And in the meantime, I'm just going to be here watching you. I won't be doing anything else.
That doesn't make me uncomfortable at all.
My predictions is that he is going to rush through things, that he's going to be tosco, as he usually is.
I mean, not only am I setting this up faster than anyone in history,
He moves fast and he is rough.
probably winning a multicam setup world record here.
I'm not gonna hold back. I am going to go tosco, which is Spanish for rough and fast and intense.
So here are the rules of the game. We're going to be setting up our different multicam setups here in the studio. We're not changing the furniture or the lighting. All of that stays.
Why is this all effed? Eh? Who's been using this?
He's gonna go first, and while he's setting things up, I'm going to be monitoring what he's doing through our Ring camera.
I'm always watching. I'm gonna have to do some research because I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, seriously.
It's more than $10,000 in equipment that he's going to be setting up because that's how he likes to do things. We can call each other if we need help from each other, but we're going to avoid doing that. I'm sure he's not going to call me for anything unless I do something.
You have my paper?
What?
Do you have my paper?
Your paper? No, you took it. But you have the document on your phone.
Oh, okay.
We'll see how that plays out. I don't think he's as competitive as I am because I'm a Colombian. We are very competitive by nature.
She's incredibly competitive, even with the children. You know, and while I'll let our kids win at games just to see them happy, she will push them under the table.
Where's the cable? Where's the plug? No bueno. And it's also kind of not fair if you think about it. It really ought to be deducted from the time.
He's looking for this.
Not fair if you think about it. I don't actually have the power adapters that I need. Ah, you know what it is? I bet you I've been sabotaged. I bet you I've been sabotaged. Now, what she might not realize with the sabotage, because she was up here asking about her paper. And I'm like, she knows her paper's not up here because she was sabotaging me. What she doesn't know is I think the other Rode power adapters will work just as well. Damn it! I gotta find out because I can't put up with this because this is not cool to be sabotaged in such a way. Hello? Hi.
Hi.
Did you sabotage me?
I'm busy.
You sabotaged me, didn't you?
I'm busy.
I got sabotaged fair and square. It happened. And I'm still gonna win
If you can say
regardless.
sabotage in Spanish.
Sabotage. I found another adapter.
Mira, wait. I see some here. Let me bring it to you.
It's okay, I already plugged this other one in. I problem solved
and I didn't get sabotaged by you.
No, I love him, but I want to make him my little. Yep.
Oof, I can't believe she sabotaged me. She's up here looking for her paper. Oh, have you seen my paper? Yeah, right. Why would she even need her paper? Pretty smart. But you know what's smarter? The fact that I knew I was being sabotaged. That I knew it, because she plays dirty. This isn't the first time in life that I've been dealt a dirty hand. Let's see how fast this hombre can set up a microphone.
You seem to be in kind of some of a pickle there.
It seems like you're really enjoying your meal down there. Like you're having a real good time.
Yeah. What's going on? Having some struggles with the microphones?
None of your bull honky business. And then I comfortably camera switch as I talk like a boss. So now I can call Veronica and let her know here we are.
I know that the rules are the rules. I know that he's done.
And this time right here should not count as time.
I'm not gonna answer.
I should get at least
I'm not gonna answer.
10 seconds off because of how long it's taking her. At least 10 seconds get reduced, if not longer than that. Stop the timer! This is bull honky. This is bull honky.
Then when he is done with his setup, then we're gonna test it and get some footage from that.
Okay, did you stop it?
Yes.
And what time am I at?
37 minutes.
But I'm all set up here, so now we could do a little bit of a mock podcast to really get the flavor of the thing. Well, hey, Veronica, welcome to my podcast.
Hi.
For this riveting mock podcast, I thought I would ask you, what is the most ridiculous thing that I've done this year?
One of the most ridiculous things that he's been doing lately is to bring his laptop to the gym.
We have a gym in our garage, and I invited you to work out with me. I thought it would be fun to invite my husband, and you brought your laptop computer.
He's obsessed with Claude Code.
And he was doing his sprints, and then he would code, and he would sprint again, and he would code again, and he would do his thing. So I was like, what's going on here?
For my setup, I'm using two of the OBSBOT Vox SC wireless microphones and this nifty contraption that Steven got me to attach three OBSBOT Tiny 3 webcams to one tripod. And I'll be plugging all three webcams into a Thunderbolt 4 USB hub. And if you want a list of my equipment, comment Team Veronica below and I'll send you the link. Thank you, OBSBOT, for sending me these webcams to test them in this competition and for sponsoring this video. Multicam video podcasting is something that we have been experimenting with and trying to crack the code on to make it accessible to creators of all budgets and tech experience levels inside our podcast builder, Podcast Your Way. So let's see if they pass the test and who wins. My husband doesn't think that I can build a multicam studio without his help. He's the one with the experience. He's the one who's been setting up the studio every time we record our YouTube videos.
So I hope you're ready to have your ass handed to you.
I hope you're ready to lose. I am the, what do you call the equivalent of passenger princess? The YouTube princess? I don't know, I just show up. I just show up and record.
On your mark, get set, go. So don't get me wrong, I love my wife, but I think she might be a little out of her league on this one. Her technical abilities are not her strong suit. She doesn't really know how to plug things in and make them work functionally. And that's not mean to say, that's just accurate.
So this is what we're working with here. These are the OBSBOT Tiny 3. And they're like, I mean, how cute is this? They're like tiny R2D2s. This is what I'm going to be using and it's going to be amazing. And I'm gonna beat his ass. So we have my army of Tiny 3s, Maritza, Mariela, and Matilda.
Matilda?
Hi, chicas.
Now, I do have an unfair advantage because I've been the tech know-it-all-y guy on the team all of these years, and playing with cameras and setting things up is something that I do on a regular basis.
So he thinks that I won't be able to pull this off.
I don't know. I think she's in for a treat that she might not be expecting.
We're gonna win this thing.
I'm gonna have to look up names of Colombian soups or something to mess with her.
So, do I think she can beat me? No, I don't. I think that I will smoke her very easily. Even with my setup being about 5 times, 10 times more complex than hers, I'll still probably finish 15 minutes faster than she does.
I really believe that he really believes that I can't learn these things. I can.
2 minutes already and you haven't said anything up.
Cállate. Like, mind your own business. We're just gonna need one stand. No multiple tripods. Okay, so let's just start with this. Okay, so here we are putting this little thing on the stand. Okay, here I am. I'm just gonna check something very quick here. So another thing that we need to connect this setup.
Looks as though she's gonna bypass the USB hub altogether, guys.
Cállate, cállate. I know what I'm doing. I know that it doesn't look like, but I know. When he starts a project, like, you don't see that project to its completion. And me, I have to see everything completed. I have to take that project and see it completed to its fullest.
And good luck finding those microphones. Ha!
What the hell? Let's start with our wide angle shot. And we're going to just get a tiny 3 and okay.
If you're feeling especially adventurous, you could try sopa de menudencias, otherwise known as chicken giblet soup.
Okay, you're not helping with this.
But so far, we're about 8 minutes into this situation, moving to about 9 minutes. And she is just now setting up the first camera.
Wasn't that tight? Okay. Good enough. And this. What do I do with this? Auxilio. Okay, this is the USB-C adapter. I'm thirsty and I'm already done. Okay, good. Good. This is looking good, actually.
So my predicted outcomes of this whole experiment are that I'm gonna breeze through this like a champ. I mean, come on. She doesn't know what she's up against. And the specific prediction I have is I think she's really gonna run into some problems when she gets into using a multicam application. In this case, it's gonna be OBS Studio. She's gonna freak out and definitely call me during that. Just mark my words.
And of course, my prediction is that I'm going to win because I'm going to build this gorgeous multicam setup. Tiny 3 series, here we are on the OBSBOT Center. Add, then let's pair it. Complete.
This is a lot more entertaining than I was anticipating.
Okay, good. So we're good here. Now we go to OBS and we're going to create our scenes. And the first scene, I'm going to name wide.
Oh boy.
Video capture device. T3 wide.
You're gonna have to haul ass if you're gonna beat my 37 minutes.
What job? Okay, here we go with our second camera.
I really should not be getting as much joy out of this as I am.
Hopefully it's this one. Oh yeah, yes.
It only took you 15 minutes for that camera.
So here we're going to install our last one. And hopefully it's this one. We're in trouble because why is this not the audio? Okay, well, what happened? If I go here to wide, what is this? We know this. OBS is BS. Not existing. It was this one. Yes.
No stress or anything, but the time is growing close.
Yeah, cállate. Okay, I just have to set up the shot and we'll be good.
Ready, meaning that all 3 shots have been set up, like they're zoomed in, like they look like they could switch, like you have scene switching happening?
No, meaning that I am fed up with this and I'm done.
I would be very surprised if the final result, that the recordings actually wind up sounding or looking as good as they do from professional grade cameras and audio that's actually close to the mouth. The proximity alone. Audio has come a really far way, so I'm open-minded, and I have already been very impressed with the OBSBOT cameras. And if Veronica can replace me as a production assistant, then what good am I to her? What other parts of me will she replace? Oh.
Hello. Hey. So I'm done. You can stop the timer. This is all set up and good because I don't think this should count. I think you're done. Okay, I'm alive. I'm just gonna go grab Tiny by the neck to make things faster. No. Oh. Okay, yeah. Ready?
Show me with the phone.
A ver, ¿cómo flip? Okay, I don't like your tone.
Okay, fine, then you don't get my technical support tone.
Whoever builds the multicam setup faster, a workable, well-presented multicam setup, that person wins. What is the reward for the winner? Or the winner is gonna get to brag until the end of our days. I'm gonna be bragging for the rest of the relationship.
So it's on. And throughout our relationship, I tend to be the person who lets her win. I'd rather see her happy.
You can always make it work in the OBSBOT Center app and preview the cameras.
You can always shut your wormhole. So, okay, ready?
Yes. Wow. Okay, I stopped it, and congratulations, you did it.
Now, this contraption Steven got me did not work because the cameras were wiggling, so Steven's contraption was a failure.
I'm sorry.
So we decided instead to try an even simpler setup by placing each camera on top of the laptop. Check out these results.
So I've come to Veronica's rescue here. Is pretty nice. See how loose these are? She lost the competition. I mopped the floor with her.
Yes, but I want to ask a question. Whose idea was to get that?
That was my idea. It's true.
Okay, like we waited 2 days for that. Well, hi.
Hi.
Welcome to my podcast.
I'm loving this setup, by the way.
It is so cute. I love it.
It's pretty cool.
Look, you look really good. I did a good job.
You did a really good job.
I did a good job. So, question.
Yes.
What is the most ridiculous thing I've done this year?
The most ridiculous thing that Veronica has done this year was actually kind of sad. So Veronica is very a go-getter. And she's very overambitious, but she's also very easily influenced by influencers with their fancy treadmills so they can multitask and get their steps in every day while they get work done. That's not even ridiculous. It's actually a great way to get your steps in and a little cardio in. But she has to take things to the extreme, so she thinks, I'm gonna train like a Navy SEAL. I'm gonna wear a 25, 30 pound weighted vest at the same time I'm typing on my computer for who knows how many hours. Everything's going fine that day. She's feeling pumped like she's a Navy SEAL, but then the next day, she just bends over to pick something up. And that's it. That's it. Your back is messed, and she's in the worst back pain she's been in her whole life.
So you didn't win and I didn't lose.
How does that make any sense? There was an obvious winner.
Me.
Play the time back. The rules, as stipulated by Veronica at the very beginning of this experiment, was that whoever does it the fastest wins.
That's not what I said. Whoever finishes faster wins.
You were cheating. You didn't answer the phone properly.
I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna answer.
And not only is Veronica a cheater and a cutthroat competitor, but she's also a sore loser.
No. Shh, cállate. Cállate, I know what I'm doing. He didn't win and I didn't lose. Like, I don't need a man.
So I've come to Veronica's rescue here.
But overall, I don't think it was that stressful. No. I'm just gonna go grab Tiny by the neck make things faster.
Now, I do have to say, in all seriousness, I was very surprised by the quality of the cameras, the little cameras, and we've experimented with them before, and I was very surprised in that way too. If especially you're going to be doing like a multicam setup, it's really cool and it's accessible. And if you compare it to over $10,000, it is not 10 times less of a video quality at all. So I stand a little bit corrected, and although I won in terms of the time that it took, I think that the winning setup of the two, especially for those who are more of at the beginner level, 9 times out of 10, I would recommend the webcam situation. I think the webcam technology really has come that far. It looks really good. It looks professional. There is very little noise as compared to some of the other web cameras that we've tested. The simplicity and everything just make up for it. I'd be really interested to know though what your comments are on it and what you thought
Are you
about
team Veronica or are you team loser, Steven? Well, that was a super fun competition, a little unfair if you want my opinion, but you can definitely replicate this setup in your space without the stress and all of the debacles. Also, if you don't know what to create, what about a podcast? Podcast Your Way can help you create a show from scratch, record and publish your first 10 episodes and more. Go to podcastyourway.com for more information. And if you want to experiment with different podcast setups, we made a video experimenting with different setups using equipment for all budgets and skill levels. Click here to watch. Also, don't be a stranger. Subscribe to our channel, please. I'm hungry. Should we go cook?
Yeah. Tacos?
Yeah, let's go.